Hey everybody, welcome to Alaskan Reactions. Back here again today with Carrie.
Jeremy.
We are doing George Jones. Old school
Come
country.
on!
Yep. George Jones is a song from his last album.
Wait, let's take a pause for those who might be tuning in who've never heard of George Jones.
I can't believe anybody tuning in hasn't heard of George Jones. All I'm saying is people are tuning in for the music. I don't know that they're tuning in for us. If you're tuning in for us, thank you. But most likely you know who George Jones is and you're tuning in for him.
But you know what? For those, that one person who's the cousin nephews of somebody's girlfriend's ex-boyfriend's daughter.
Right, who just happens to be there while they're watching this with somebody else.
God, thanks for tuning in. And George Jones is going to be your pussycat.
He's awesome.
From this point on. What's up, pussycat?
That's not George Jones.
I had to throw something in there.
That's Tom Jones.
It's
a different Jones. It's a different Jones.
That is Tom Jones. Different Jones. It's George. We like George Jones has got the glasses, and he always asks if he's going to get paid at the end of the song.
Right, and he's classic country. Classic. This is a song from his last album.
Should we wear cowboy hats?
I thought about it. We're gonna go sans cowboy hat this one.
I'll yeehaw at the end of the video.
There we go. You're gonna like it because I'm gonna throw some knowledge on you at the end of the video that you're gonna love.
He's gonna throw some. I'm afraid.
You're gonna love it.
Okay. Let's do
all right,
this.
George Jones, The Rock.
My hair is all over.
When you wake up in the morning and you wonder why no one's beside you where I usually lay, and you think you hear the sound of distant thunder. Well, that's just your old rock, just your old rock, rolling away. I was a rock standing strong for you. Oh, there was nothing that I wouldn't do, no matter the cost. I was ready to pay. Now you say I'm only holding you down, like some old rock you've been dragging around. Yes, I'm your rock, just your old rock. But now I'm rolling away. I'm rolling away on a downhill grade. But I'm gonna come to rest side a mountain of love someday, 'cause I finally understand, if you're resting on shifting sands, well, even a rock will go a-rolling away. I was a rock standing strong for you. No, there was nothing that I wouldn't do, no matter the cost. I was ready to pay. Now you say I'm only holding you down, like some old rock you've been dragging around. Yes, I was your rock, just your old rock. But I'm a rolling away. Honey, I was your rock, just your old rock. Now I'm rolling away.
Right.
I've heard that one.
You've heard that song. By George Jones or just heard the song? Okay.
George Jones. I think... it was on a road trip with some family in Oregon.
Okay.
And I was definitely with my sister because she's more of a 70s and 80s fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going through something, and she's like, all right, I'm going to play a song, and however you react to it is how the rest of the trip's going to go. And it was one of those, I didn't cry, I didn't, like, feel the emotion that I'm feeling on my leg right now.
Right.
Reki, the dog, can't see him. But apparently I gave her a good enough reaction. I can't remember what my reaction was. I just remember her saying, all right, good, you're over it. Moving on now. And then we went on to 70s and 80s.
Nice.
Classic rock.
Nice.
But yeah, that was the second time I think I've ever heard that song. And,
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know what my reaction physically was in the video, but I was feeling it inside. And that's a good song.
Yeah, it is. You see, Carrie and I have been friends for a very long time. And I do things sometimes kind of under the radar that I know later on when they find out, my friends are going to freak out and love it. And this is one of those things. Because George Jones cut this song on his last album. As Carrie said, she thinks she heard it one other time. It was emotional to her. It connected with her. The reason it connected with her, because it was written by a guy named James Varsos, who she may know as Hobo Effing Jim.
No!
Yes. Who's like one of her and mine all-time favorites. The Alaska Balladeer, as he is called.
Oh, I love Hobo Jim.
Yeah, we've done a couple Hobo Jims before.
Wait,
if you look
he
back,
wrote that?
He wrote that with a guy named Russell Smith. Yep. He wrote that. That's what he used to say.
Wait.
He would play it once. You might have heard him play it even.
I might have heard him play it. I might have heard it 3 times.
Yeah.
I remember my sister's
Possibly.
version was... It was like a couple years ago.
In concert, he would always mention, when he was playing shows for us, he would always mention that, hey, George Jones cut my songs,
so
Etta James
cool.
cut his songs, and other people that cut songs that he wrote, and he was always so proud of the fact that George Jones had this song on his last album that he did before he passed. So
I was blessed with, I'll go a step further. I am blessed to still have both my parents alive. And they're still married to each other. Been married for over 50 years. And one of my mom's few favorite artists was up here at our fair last year, which was the daughter of the Judds. Winona.
yeah.
And I had no idea. Like, before the concert, we were killing some time. My parents and I were killing some time. How my parents do. And my mom's waiting for her lemonade. My dad went to go find something daddish. And I was like, okay, everybody stay in their seats. And I went to see Hobo's, Jim's wife.
Right, Cindy,
if you're watching this, Cindy, love you. And that sweatshirt I've worn in videos before. She told me it was a new addition to the thing. So luckily I bought this sweatshirt, long story short, for the concert because it got a little cool in the evening. And I was wearing something not warm. And while we're in the basic seats in the back, Winona tells a story about knowing Cindy and Jim.
absolutely.
And how much their influence was on them. And Jeremy had just told me like a week before how he had gone down to help Cindy with a printer or something. You bought something you helped her with. And she told me the story when I bought the sweatshirt from her. So I felt like you never know who you know. You never know the connections that you have with other people, and you never know how it's going to come back up. So just make friends with people. Like, talk about your stories, talk about your experiences, because I love the connection with my mom's, one of my mom's favorite singers, and we're there, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt from one of the influences of her, the singer, and then
Right.
Jeremy is helping. Like, the world's smaller than you think it is.
Which leads us into, she's Carrie.
He's Jeremy.
Kindness is free.
Smile, or I'm gonna slap the crap out of you.
Remember, when you're out and about, make sure you live it up some. Bye.
Some.